What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bad Takes, Better Conversations. Just like the graphic said, I'm one of your hosts. It's congested. That's why I sound like I'm talking weird. But Tommy, go ahead, man.
What's going on, y'all? I'm gonna say I don't know if you can tell, but Btbc is kind of down bad with allergies right now. We all got hit. It felt like at the same time, but we're here. We're gonna finish the episode. We're gonna give y'all, y'all weekly episode. Yeah, it's on a Saturday, holiday season. Everything's a little different right now, but should be a fun little episode. I'm excited. We got the Final Four reveal, so that's pretty big. But yeah, should be a solid, quick little episode, man.
Shout out to Steven. He's not dealing with allergies. He's dealing with an actual sickness right now. So praying he gets better before the holiday season. Yeah, no episode tomorrow. Episode today instead. Want you to go spend time with your loved ones. Yes, yeah, Ken, no Steven today. Go spend time with your loved ones. And happy holidays from Bad Takes, Better Conversations, man.
Facts. If you're in Discord, let Steven know, man, that we want him to get better and everything. Y'all can even say it in the comment section if you're not on Discord yet. Let Steven know that we want him to get better and stuff.
Yeah, maybe he'll be back next week. Hopefully, just honestly, that's not even on the mind. Just want him to get better right now. But quick talk about the best of 2023 in wrestling. Talk about the Final Four. We're gonna get the championship rounds decided for next week. Also, one thing I did want to tell you about, Tommy, is Collision is in my city tonight. I really don't want to go.
Bro, I to be honest, I was like, should I see what Collision's doing tonight? Should I tune in? I don't know.
You know what's crazy though? They were having a sale. It was like $14 tickets too for the lower bowl.
Bro,
but you know what I did instead today? You know what I spent my $14 on? I spent to go see the Iron Claw, which y'all should go see. It's really good.
I'm not gonna lie, I need to see that before I go back to work on Tuesday. I need to find the time to kind of go see that. Because if it is a good movie, bro, like a genuinely good movie, bro, I have to see it. I have to see it. I don't know too much about the Von Erichs other than their tragic past, but
Sad.
I need to watch it.
It's worth it. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I thought what was really cool is MJF is one of the executive producers in it.
I did see that clip, but I was like, that's pretty sick, bro. I didn't know he was. Let me find out MJF is really a star. Hey, he's too talented. He might be WWE bound for real.
No, but man, let's give him a preview, talk about best of 2023, and then we'll give the results to end it off. So what are our 4 matches today?
So I'm gonna be honest. To me, hold on. Are you talking about my favorite matches of 2023? Are you talking about the tournament matches?
Oh, we'll talk about the tournament matches, then we'll talk about best of 2023.
All right. So just so y'all know the matchups that we had, I'll do the women's first. We had Athena and Becky Lynch. That was one of the matchups we had. Beautiful, beautiful. Shout out to Russell Spot with these beautiful graphics.
Appreciate it.
Next up, we had Julia and Bianca Belair. And these are crazy matchups. Hey, we should talk before we get into the results. I do want to mention that I think it is kind of crazy that AEW has no interest in Julia. That's kind of odd.
They don't? Oh, damn. Okay.
It's only been WWE's the only one that's really been contacting Julia. At least that's what reports say. AEW has not said a word to Julia, which is crazy.
Wild.
Crazy. But in the men's side, we had Will Ospreay versus Seth Rollins.
A dream match.
Dream match probably for a lot of us. And then next up, we had Gunther and MJF, which is low-key another dream match, depending on who you are.
Yeah. But man, let's get into the best. We'll talk best moments, best return. That's easy. And then best match.
Yeah, the best return is probably the easiest one. I mean, greatest return of all time.
All time is kind of a stretch, but I'll say it's here for sure. It was CM Punk in that Survivor Series. No disrespect to Randy Orton's return because that was, even though everybody knew it was happening, it was still very good. The Rock's was cool, depending on who you ask. I know there's a lot of Rocky haters. I've become a little bit of a Dwayne hater myself, but I can't deny that the return was cool itself.
Yeah, no, it was. I wouldn't really. The Rock was a surprise when he returned. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really for his return because, like, what is it gonna lead to? Hopefully, nothing. But no, I'm be honest. The Punk return probably is gonna be the number one return in my opinion this year, easily. I'm trying to think of a second place.
Oh, I mean, it's a return run. It's like John Cena's return. He had a
That
few
one's up
years
there.
ago. He had a few.
Hmm.
I don't even know who else really.
I'm
Yeah,
about to say CM Punk. Hey man, it's okay if CM Punk clear. It's okay if they could return. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's fine. But what about your matches this year, Russell? So what was your favorite matches?
Ooh, man. You can pick a good handful from WrestleMania this year. You could talk the triple threat for the IC title. You could talk Rhea and Charlotte. Cody,
Yeah.
even a lot of people didn't like the result, but Cody and Roman, and then Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. From the AEW side, Swerve and Hangman, and that Texas Death Match for sure.
Yeah, the first match was just a great match that they had at Wrestle Dream, and then
Yeah,
that
yeah,
death match that was probably one of the best Texas death matches I've seen. At least for sure from what AEW's been producing.
yeah.
Nothing, not saying they have bad matches, but that one was just on a whole different level. That one was just on a whole different level. And
Omega,
just when I thought Swerve couldn't get elevated from that, and he still got elevated from that, that should just tell you that match was like that.
you got Omega Osprey at Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
I like that one way more than the Wrestle Kingdom one. Um, man, there's a bunch.
Orange
A lot of people
Cassidy's
are
whole
praising
run. I mean, we can't sleep on his whole run. His whole run was phenomenal.
over maybe one of the more consistent title reigns of the year. Um, who else is up there?
Let's talk about NXT. They have some bangers too.
NXT has some bangers, yeah. Ilya and Dijak.
That's probably one of my favorites of the year. That one right there is
Believe
probably
that was at Battleground, yeah.
that was
The
one of my.
one me and Tommy went to go see live was Ilya versus Carmelo. One banger. Part two was a banger. So was part three. Uh,
Uh, there they go, chat. I slept on the women's match was Tiffany and Becky in that what was it, a street fight?
no
No
mercy.
match?
Yes, and yeah.
That was good.
What's up, EJ?
What's going on? That was a good one. That was another good one. I said, y'all need some impact ones? I got you. Deanna Prazo, Jordan Grace, Rebellion, freaking Josh Alexander. Hey, don't kill me. But Josh Alexander and Bully Ray at Hard to Kill and they little
Okay.
Full Metal Mayhem. It was kind of. I watched it back the other day. That was just kind of crazy. Overbooked, but kind of crazy. Who else? What else we have? This year we had. I'm trying to think. This year it's been a good year, bro. The
Osprey
whole
and Bailey.
Classic's been great. I don't know if you've been keeping up with that. The only thing I
No,
have been
no,
keeping up with has been the Continental Classic in AEW. That one has been pretty solid so far too. But no, it's been a year. It's been a year.
What about Osprey and Bailey?
That was up there. That one's up there. But Osprey and Josh, the one he had with Josh, that one's
Does
up
that?
there.
Okay, okay. I didn't know.
And they're about to run it back again in January of
Okay.
2024. That one was huge too.
They gotta save that one for the first episode of TNA Impact.
Oh, they have. Why not? They're getting Okada too. Come on. Oh.
That's crazy. I'm trying to think of some slept on ones.
Let me see if chat's saying anything. Chat, y'all got some matches. What did y'all enjoy this year? What was y'all favorite part of the year?
Facts. Oh, MJF and Danielson at Revolution.
Oh, how could we forget? How could we forget that one?
MJF and Adam Cole at All Out was really good.
Yeah.
Story wise, it was really great. Oh,
Well,
who do you think had the biggest?
Go ahead.
Who do you think had the biggest rise in 2023, and who had the biggest downfall?
I was just about to say, I think the biggest rise probably. I wouldn't be mad if people said Christian Cage, but I also wouldn't be mad if people said Swerve.
I was Swerve is what I'm thinking. Who else?
Who else became?
You can argue that. Not really. Never mind. I was gonna say MJF, but he's been like that all year.
But you can say that Osprey since the beginning of 2023, it just went like he's been on the incline the whole year. Tommy versus Russell spot. I don't think Russell
won.
can.
I won. I won, of course.
Won what? What we talking about? What do we even?
We were talking about our match at Great American Bash.
Oh no, Ken. It actually went to no contest because Steven interfered. So we're gonna do a triple threat. It's gonna be a triple threat.
Oh man. Another. Who had the biggest downfall?
Downfall. See, that sucks. Who
Donnie
had
Blaze.
you said who?
Donnie Blaze.
I think so. I mean, he lost the
Nah.
trial. He lost that war games. I mean, just
From a trial aspect, Donnie Blaze has been missed this year, but I'll give that dweeb some slack, man. He has a great show. He has a great
when
show.
when we take over, it's phenomenal show. But who's really had a bad year?
Bad year.
Trying to think who's kind of been I don't want to say forgotten either.
I also don't want to say anybody that's been released.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Chad, if y'all can think of anybody, see, I can't think of anybody's like downfall. Maybe Lacey Evans. I'll say Lacey Evans. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who else? I'm trying to think. Someone who's kind of forgotten. I will say this since AJ Styles just came back. I know his buddies Arn Anderson and whatever.
And Luke Gallows, yeah.
There are nobody without him, and it's for real. we don't think about them. They should have never left Impact. We were giving them tag team championships. You know what I'm saying, every month. Should never left Impact. But it's whatever. Whatever, it's whatever.
Crazy.
What about who should we look out for next year though?
I said it last year. He had a bit of an upgrade this year, but I feel like next year he can really soar. Konosuke Takeshita.
I don't know what he's been at. I don't think he's been on TV lately, but yeah. I agree with you.
He felt like he was on a quick rise for a little bit with Don Callis' family, but that was about it, man. He might be. He's either injured or he's back doing some stuff in Japan because I know he travels back and forth a lot. Who else, man?
I'm gonna still say Trick Williams because why not? I mean he's
Brian Keith. He's a major company's gonna get a hold of him this year. I hope so. The bounty hunter.
Julia's gonna be on American soil in 2024.
I feel like Matt Riddle could reestablish himself on the Indies this year too.
Mufasa Ali's gonna have a great year.
Yeah, you see his world tour, bro. He's gonna be in Corpus in like 2 weeks, and I don't live there like close enough anymore, so I can't.
Dang. Do you know who he's going against?
They haven't announced it yet. I just know, but they usually bring a lot of Impact talent over there, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Shout out to Impact. My bold prediction is that Impact is gonna be the second best wrestling show in America. Sorry, AEW, but take a step back.
Do you think they're gonna do like bigger arenas and stuff?
They should. I mean, not insanely bigger than what they're already doing. They're selling out what they're the size that they got now, but I wouldn't be mad if they move to at least for like Bound for Glory, Slammiversary, go to a bigger arena, at least for those. But
got you. See, in moments of the year. What's your moment of the year?
Oh, are we really asking? Are we really asking? It was obviously when CM Punk came back. That was obviously the moment of the year. I mean, another moment I guess would be AEW winning Will Ospreay, winning that bid off.
Was
quote unquote. I'm just the report said it was bid off. I don't really believe it, but
correct me if I'm wrong, but you were in the crowd when Sammy turned on Roman, right?
Of course.
That live pop, that's moment of the year, man.
Okay. That was big. From that moment, Sammy was on fire. On fire. Let him to get a main event at WrestleMania. Let me think.
There, Jey Uso saying I'm out too. There.
That was good. Oh my! I thought it was
on a SmackDown.
I don't know. when Jay Cargill actually made this jump to WWE, that was a pretty Twitter
That's
was going crazy. That was a big moment of the year. We didn't really see that happening.
an underrated one, but it's just because so much stuff has happened this year. Is when MJF and Adam Cole finally united.
Yeah, got a carrying Dynamite on their backs. Yep.
Uh,
Hmm.
Actually, talking about that kind of reminds me. One more before we get into the tournament. Uh, Biggest fumble of 2023.
Biggest fumble.
Yeah.
Biggest fumble. Biggest fumble. I don't know. My fumbles aren't that big, and they're kind of personal.
Well, you think of one, I'll give you mine. I just praised it, but I think the biggest fumble, based on what I've seen, because I know the story is not done yet, but from what I've seen, I feel like the biggest fumble has been the Devil storyline.
I feel like the
And
dragon.
I don't think that's totally their fault because of Adam Cole's injury, but if the Devil or whatever is doing all this for a ROH tag title match, that's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of that is kind of underwhelming. I mean, they need to progress it. That's all they need. We need to figure out who the devil is, or at least do something else that's more than just them jumping somebody and then that's it.
Yeah.
I agree with you. That was kind of a fumble. Earlier this year, I thought this was a fumble, which I think it still is a fumble. Kind of like it's still kind of in motion because she's still champion, but
Okay.
them taking the belt off of Tiffany, giving it to Becky, and then Becky giving it to Valkyria.
Fair. Fair.
I'm just still not sold on her as champion, and I still think she is.
I don't think it was a fumble giving it to Becky. I think it was a fumble not giving it back to Tiffany.
Correct. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I feel like if we Tiffany, it was her time. She should still be on top of that division, in my opinion. But it's definitely her division. It's definitely her division. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I will tell y'all this, chat. One of the things I am looking forward to in 2024 is y'all. I know y'all not big on New Japan, but Tanahashi is now the president of New Japan. So
Interesting.
hopefully we can get some better booking on that end, and they can have a better year, and we can talk about them more because of the year that they're having. We'll wait. Shout out to the Ace. Shout out to the Ace of New Japan.
You know what you can't say is like another thing that you just reminded me, but they're kind of back on up with Tanahashi being. You can kind of count New Japan as like a fumble a little bit.
This year was bad. Year was bad.
Especially, okay, let's put yourself in your shoes from a year ago. We're going into Wrestle Kingdom and we're getting Okada and Omega, and I'm sorry, no, Omega and Osprey. I'm sorry, and then Okada and White. And now they're not gonna have Osprey. They're not gonna have Jay White. What else are they not gonna have? And then now they're champion Sonata, and it's gonna be Sonata
and we don't even want them to main event. We don't even want them to main event because they got Okada and Danielson one more time at Wrestle Kingdom. But we want that to main event. But that's another thing with New Japan though. That's a bad year if you don't want your champion to main event, and then we're more excited about a match that doesn't even include two New Japan talents. It includes an AEW talent. That's kind of weird. And then normally if it's not that, they're carried by the junior division or the tag division. To be honest, that's not even making a whole lot of noise. So yeah, New Japan. I just hope for a better year in general for you guys, man. I miss having a reason to wake up at 4 in the morning to watch the match.
Yeah, I'm not too hype about that event. I don't think I'm gonna watch it live. I'll probably go back and watch it, but I do hope Naito gets the title off Sonata though.
I think it's necessary. I think it's very necessary. Yeah, they just need that to happen. Biggest surprise not even a surprise. Biggest. Oh no! Here's a funny moment. Here's a bad taste, better conversation moment that I remember. That was one of my favorite moments this year. When Edge debuted at AEW, and then Donnie was like, "Nah, we gotta get on live right now."
He's like, emergency episode right now.
Emergency live right now, bro. I was like, okay, that was funny though.
That was funny on that whole episode. I forgot we hated each other.
No, bro. Edge literally made Donnie Blaze Live and BTBC cool for a night because he wanted to jump ship. That's how big that was. That's how big that was. We were cool for one night only.
Man. Hey, we got back though. We got back. We got back.
We did. We got back. We got back. Back in blood. Yeah. Back.
But so yeah, I think we'll save the what we hope to see in 2024 for next week whenever Steve is back.
Mm-hmm.
But talk about the rest of the year tournament, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get into it. I'm glad we are waiting because I do want to hear what Steven has to say. What does he want 2024 to look like? I feel like he's gonna ask for a lot, low key, but we'll see.
Okay, I kind of want to start with Julia and Bianca, to be honest with you, because I feel an upset with Athena and Becky Lynch.
Okay. Hey, we'll start however you want to start, man.
All right, man.
So we'll start with the women's, and hold on, let me go. Yes, Julia and Bianca Belair. This one, first of all, I just want to say shout out to all 8 wrestlers who made it this far in the Final Four. So far, I think me, the committee, you guys, so far I think we got an all right so far. I think this is the legit best 4 on both sides of the year. And I will say now that you can expect it from January 1st to 2024 all the way until this time next year. We'll be doing this again because why not? It's fun. But yeah, Julia and Bianca Belair. Are you guys ready for the percentages, man?
Let's get it, man.
So 78% to 21%. Drum roll, please. We got Julia moving on. Clap it up, bruh. Isn't that crazy?
That is kind of crazy. Okay, when you said 70%, I thought the popularity would obviously be.
Right?
Bianca, that's insane.
No, again,
Bianca is snubbed from the final 2 a second year in a row. That's kind of crazy.
Hey.
Okay, now that you say that, I feel like this is not going to be an upset anymore. I think Athena gets the win.
So Athena and Becky Lynch is the next matchup here, with the percentages being 94% to 5.4%.
Yeah,
Athena moves on.
Yeah.
And, hey, quite frankly, can we clap it up for chat? Can we clap it up for chat, man? Chat, y'all got it right. Y'all got it right. All right. I like this. This is what the final should be. You have two women that just been having, I won't say 5 stars. I'm not, we're going to leave that at 2023. I'm going to say just decently great matches nonstop for the whole year. These are your if there was a workhorse award for the women and the men, I think the workhorse award would go to either Athena or Julia this year. So I think y'all got it right.
Athena, Julia won in the last 2. All right. This other one, I want to hear for the men's side. I want to hear MJF and Gunther first.
MJF versus Gunther.
So tell us the tape. MJF had a world title reign that he held throughout the whole year. Banger matches. Gunther, same thing. Gunther's been champion a little bit longer, but I'm interested to see what the percentages.
So with the percentages of being 73 to 26, which is that's kind of a lot. Gunther ends up beating MJF.
Wow. Okay.
To move on. I think that's insane.
Only because of the percentage, I think that's insane. But I'm not mad at it.
Hey, so far so good. Shout out to Gunther having a great year. He was the final 2 in the Rumble after being 1 or 2.
He was number 1, yeah.
And now he's making it all the way through this tournament. He's in the finals.
Wow. Yeah. My thoughts exactly. Yeah.
I'm surprised at the pop. I mean, it's not even for that one. Wouldn't even be a popularity contest. I think they're both kind of not equally, up there. But I think that one was a little bit more fair in terms of the fandom. Are y'all ready for this next one? Oh boy,
man! All right, the number 1 versus number 4 seed, right?
Yeah, we have Will Ospreay versus Seth Rollins.
Ospreay, man, bangers on bangers from Wrestle Kingdom to Forbidden Door to announcing a signing with AEW at Full Gear, and then you got Rollins, who bangers January through December, even a couple weeks ago with Jey Uso, he had a banger, and then became the first ever World Heavyweight Champion.
He's lucky he doesn't have to see Punk in 2023. That is all I'm gonna say. But with Will Ospreay having a phenomenal, I mean, from January 4th, literally from that day, Ospreay has been, from what it looks like to us, untouched in just terms of match quality and how many matches he's been having, who he's been going against. So I mean, yeah, he's the number one seed for a reason, right? Shout out to Seth. Seth is, I mean, he's been champion since that title's been a thing. Beat AJ Styles for my GOAT, one of my GOATs. Has been having a great run, real consistent. Is Monday Night Raw at the moment. But with the percentages of being 2.3% to 97%.
Damn. All right.
We have Will Ospreay moving on, bro.
Wow. All right.
So with that leaves your finals for the women's side. That leaves your finals being Athena versus Julia.
Uh-huh.
And then on the men's side, we have Will Ospreay, Billy Goat Ospreay versus Gunther. Which, when the tournament started, did you see? I mean, I'm not surprised.
I thought it was possible, but I honestly thought it would be MJF and Ospreay in the end.
I mean, I did think it was gonna be MJF as well. I'm kind of happy that we're taking into consideration just. I mean, it's hard that Gunther's been doing this with a mid-card title. Let's put that out there as well. I think that gives him the edge here.
To be fair, so is Ospreay.
Exactly, and so is Ospreay. So we got the battle of the mid-card titles. We have the Intercontinental Champion over there in WWE, and then we have the, I guess, I don't even know what to call him now because David Finlay destroyed his belt. They're calling it, whoever wins at Wrestle Kingdom is going to be the global champion or whatever. So, yeah, but shout out to those two guys, man. That's going to be fun. Shout out to, again, Athena and Julia, both been champions for their respective companies for a pretty long time, I'm going to be honest. So it should be good. It should be really good. Let me see. What was it? Ospreay was a 1 seed. Gunther was a 3 seed. What was Athena? Hold on.
Athena was a 1 seed for sure.
Athena was definitely the 1 seed. Julia was the 3 seed. So we have the 1 seed and the 3 seed for both sides. Look like.
Wow.
So that's it.
Best thing about this tournament so far is we haven't had to use one veto.
Thank you, guys. We didn't have a Moose and Roman Reigns situation. I bet Zay was so happy that Roman didn't have a clear cut to the finals. Roman's road to the finals was gonna be damn near impossible because I think Oscar was the one that took him out anyway. So
yeah.
He's in the
tomorrow, man. Miami.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is if we lose that game tomorrow, I'm gonna be a Chiefs fan again.
Well, why tell me? Because you were a fan of the Chiefs, I forgot you were a fan of the Cowboys at one point.
Hey man, I love the Star. I'm America's team. You know what I'm saying? But they just make me mad. They just piss me off.
All my focus the next couple weeks is just gonna go towards.
Hey man, I'm just cheering for both of you guys to have one of those dog fights. I don't need to see a blowout in none of the playoff games. None of them. And I'll be happy. I'll be happy if there's no blowouts.
Nah, big game. Shit. Anything else before we get out of here, man?
I guess I'll just let chat know. Happy holidays. Hope all you guys have a Merry Christmas. Again, we didn't want to do a long episode. It's all about family this weekend.
Next weekend as well. Expect to see us on Saturday, not Sunday.
Yes.
And after that, we'll get back to being on Sundays.
Correct. Again, we're gonna ease into 2024, but like we told you guys, 2024 we're going back to the old ways, man. Back to the old ways.
Remember that first episode of 2024? That's gonna be the one where we're not just gonna be on for only an hour. We're gonna spend some time, maybe bring some of y'all up, maybe bring some of your favorite content creators up. We'll see, man.
Yeah. Hey, let me know if y'all wanna. Hey, I'll go ahead and take my little TNA notes. Y'all wanna know what happens on the first episode of TNA? That's okay. All right. Y'all wanna know what happens on the first week of TNA, man? I can bring that to the. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a big TNA watcher. Big TNA. Tommy nonstop action, man.
Man, but shout out Ken. Shout out Anthony. Shout out EJ. Shout out Harry. Light episode. We will see y'all next week, next Saturday. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Go enjoy it, man. Peace.